far as the magic words and a phone number.
All
Uh,
right, we're here. We made it, and it's Sunday because it's the summertime. You guys know I'm away in the summer.
Summertime
But
blues.
anyways, I got some of the band with us. We got Mr. Stevie's woodworking and homesteading with us tonight.
What's
But
up?
we might later on have Susie too. So we don't know yet. But we may get lucky and have Susie on there all by herself, like not like next to Stevie trying to get her face in a photo, in frame, I should say, not photo.
And not coerced.
Yeah, and not coerced and not.
Well,
And
some
we got Mr. Stump Greenwood with us, of course,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
and we got the ever beautiful Miss Dish.
Thank you. Yep.
And I got a couple other invites out. I got one out to Gunpowder Beauty, but I don't know what she's gonna be able to.
she's
Yeah, Mikey,
on,
here we do. What? I can't see that link.
she's on the road.
I thought she was. I got to get a hold of her though. Because I don't know where to. Oops, that's me. Sorry. You would have think by now that I would, kill the volume on the YouTube side of shit. Just the way life is. We were talking off air about fishing mechanisms and stuff, and Stump. I don't see where I think any type of whether it's the wagon. Because listen, I only carry a couple of rods in my little toolbox that camera girl
Right
said to
on.
me. We were in a store one day and she says, "Dad, there's a tackle box there. You should get one like that." Because I was going to go out to fucking, what do you call it, and buy like a fucking, but she said, "Dad, I really think you should get it. Dad, this is the one." And then she wound up
The only
that's all I bring.
the only downside I see about Stump's little idea with the wagon and the cart and the rod holders and all that, as in typical fishermen, the more stuff you stow away and can handle, as soon as you got a hand free, you'll buy more stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And you'll still end up with something under your arm.
But we were talking about, Stump was talking about, I'll let Stump tell you, but he was talking about converting a wagon into a fishing.
Yeah, like the little fishing carts. We've got an old wagon here. Got fairly large pneumatic tires. Used to be a garden cart, like expanded metal thing.
Yeah.
But the cart part of it's seen its better days, and I got some free time and I'm bored, so we'll cut up a piece of plywood and mount the cooler and the tackle box and the other tackle box and the folding chairs and all that shit to the plywood with PVC pipe to make my rails to hold everything on it, and rig up a little cutting station on the back of it to do bait or whatever, and possibly even throw a stove, because usually when we go fishing it's an all-day thing and we end up cooking.
Right.
So is that what that old song was about? Went to a garden carting.
I'm not familiar with the song.
let me do a little quicksy rundown here, and we'll get back to talking about that. Jay Waters and 69 was the first one, ladies and gentlemen. Which is always amazing to me, because it's Jay Watt.
Right.
G Trapper, how the hell are you, my friend? Good to see
Somebody
you.
that says they have their notifications on that actually have their notifications on.
Right.
Right.
Hey,
SKS Hugo, good to see you too, sir. And have we checked that link yet, Dish? What is it?
It's Bugs Bunny and he's freaking out.
Oh, I love those days. Those are the good old days.
Yep.
Yeah, all the
Stevie and Dish are obviously in here with us. Fawn, how are you? I'll be popping in and out with Rosie's channel. Good. Tell Rosie we said hi.
yep, tell him I said howdy.
Dish, can we still see the boogie board? I can be first anytime I want without using notifications.
He's got it like that.
The man's been around for a long time.
Start calling him Stalker J. Watt.
Damn.
I'd like to wish a speedy recovery to one Ohio Wolverine. I sent Mr. Ohio Wolverine an invite to tonight's chat, obviously, him being. Anywho, apparently, Mr. Ohio Wolverine took a header.
Uh-oh.
For those people who don't know what a header is, and no, it's not a header above a window or anything like that, okay? For you construction people. He took a header, fell off the porch Friday, off his porch at home. He went.
Freaking guy, I tell
boom. Now, I don't know if there's any alcohol involved.
I
don't want to speculate. I don't want to do any of that stuff. All I know is an old person like me falls down and goes, boom, it fucking hurts. So he's already in bed trying to get well. So I would hope to expect that the next time that Ohio is either on my chat or Stevie's chat, that we do our best to absolutely break his nut about falling. So,
Fuck it. I'm already planning a whole 15-minute routine on senile ass old motherfuckers trying to tackle the planet. I mean, damn. It's wrong. He shouldn't try shit like that. He should know better.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Flan, I've been going up north the last 3 weeks. So no, I haven't been doing a chat. I did a couple weeks ago. I did a chat on Sunday night when I come home. I haven't been on Stevie's chat.
That's okay. I didn't have one last night either.
Yeah, she's saying that no Friday, no Saturday chat. So I apologize, but it's the summertime, so it's kind of until the wife is now off on weekends, so I can't just go and bring my laptop and do it from there. You know what I mean?
Darn her job schedule.
Goddamn people. Fucking nurses. MCK, how the hell are you, my friend? Great to see you. Another guy that's been around for 100 years, MCK.
What up, MCK?
Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Dish.
Yes.
Tried to tell Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
Not to eat that, but he knew better. Unreal. Anyways, I hope Ohio recovers and it's nothing too serious, just a few bruises, I guess. So.
Well, good thing is he's home and not in the hospital, so it couldn't have been too awful terrible.
Ew, with Mikey's little slip of the tongue there, makes you wonder, right? I mean, he said, thankfully he's just home with a few bruises. What the hell was you wishing on?
He didn't say anything unintentionally broken. I was pleasantly surprised. Dish did a late night Saturday night stream. Nice. Jay Watt, was that with top or no top? How did that go?
Well, it has to be no top.
Well, that's what I was kind of.
Since we're going fantasy, let's go all the way.
Right. Was that with the Kiss T-shirt on or without the Kiss T-shirt on? Was it Kiss? What was the T-shirt he always knows that you're wearing?
Monsters.
The Monsters. Sorry, was it with the Monsters T-shirt or without the Monsters T-shirt?
She said you're going to have to pay your $8.99 a minute like everybody else to find out.
Right. $8.99, dude. That's the '80s. It's like fucking $14.99 now.
Yeah, right.
Oh, apparently I'm.
Mikey, how do you know that? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Inflation.
Who are you talking to? I'm talking to what's his name from fucking. What's that commercial there for the insurance company? What are you wearing? Khakis.
Oh, insurance, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was insurance, but who's it? State Farm.
Jake from State Farm, who used to be white, by the way.
Huh?
He used to be white, by the way.
He used to be. Until, listen, not to sound like a dink, but I'm gonna anyways. It's just gonna come out that way.
They perform the miracles nowadays, don't they?
Yeah.
And I missed that commercial because I made more bets with people, and nobody wants to. A lot of people did pay up. because one day for whatever stupid reason, I'm watching the goddamn thing and I see the clock. The clock read 2:00. So I said, hey, and I bet everybody, hey, what time's the clock read on that commercial? They're like, there is no clock in that commercial. I said, first of all, there is, and it reads 2:00. No, it doesn't. As you want to bet? Yep. And I love taking people's money. It's like the best thing.
Right.
It's like getting the fucking lottery without paying. You know? Is it wrong to hope Mrs. Mikey is watching? Mrs. Mikey will not watch. Actually, the only time Mrs. Mikey watches is when Camera Girl says, Mom, Dad's smoking downstairs. So when I get ratted out, Mrs. Mikey will come on to either my account or one of the other kids' accounts, go to my channel and find out what the hell happened. But for the most part, doesn't even listen unless she's behind me like she was a couple of weeks ago. Mikey, if you have to ask if it was topless or not, then you've never been invited to the stream. Go to the kid's quick on the street. He's just.
I
Got a
know.
point. I mean,
I know you're not a kid, but you know what? I'm from Boston. Everybody's called kid, and I know you're younger than me, so I can call you a kid.
Mikey, you bounce Noah on your knee. You can call everybody a kid. We understand.
Steve bounced Noah on his knee.
Oh, Steve had Noah. You had Jesus. I got it.
Yes,
My
there
misunderstanding.
you go. I bounced Jesus off my knee.
Not Jesus.
Yeah, that's how the Spanish pronounce it. Jesus. It's Jesus.
Right.
That's how it's spelled, anyways.
I was trying to, joke with you, but okay.
Sorry.
Wow.
So I was able to. Let me see if I can do this. It's nothing. What do you call it? But you know what? I had fun doing it, and I caught him in the small part of the lake where I'm at. It's about outside the channel of this small lake. It's only about, I don't know, probably 5 feet deep or whatever, and then it's about 8 feet of mud. So it's a shit ton of weeds, But I managed to catch this little fucker yesterday morning around 6:00. Now I don't know if this is gonna work, but nope, it's not gonna work, is it?
Got to get the magic tilt.
I know. And you won't go sideways. Oh yeah, I did go sideways. You prick with ears.
Oh
There you go.
yeah.
So I got him on
There
my.
you go.
I got him on my. See that minnow I used?
Oh yes.
But you see how he got it from the side? Why are they get? You know what's pissed me off? I'm trying to catch this pickerel on the same lure. Right? Why are they hitting it from the side?
It's not so much they hit it from the side as it is they open their mouth and suck in as they're swimming forward. And the minute they feel anything touch, they twist, they thrash to left or right.
Yeah, but don't they normally come from behind or dead ahead?
Yeah, but like I say, once it touches something inside their mouth, like an alligator, once he feels something touch anything, he just snaps shut. Well, fish do the same shit. They snap shut, and they, much like a lizard or Komodo dragons or Savannah monitors or whatever, they start swinging their heads side to side.
Huh.
It's like a bite and jerk kind of thing. That's one of the reasons that circle hooks work so well in their self-setting.
Yeah.
Just when they clamp down and yank their head sideways, it just drills it in there.
Well, I had another. I didn't land it. Before I go on, HRM, how the hell are you? Great to see you. Thanks for coming in. I had a circle hook, okay, that came in a package, but actually technically 3 of them did. They're weedless. With the weedless hooks.
Yeah, the little whiskers on them.
Okay. With 3 rubber worms. Okay. Now you can either. I'm reading the package. It's one of those worms that you can get them in. Put the hook right in the center of the worm, and do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or they left pot. You can do it at the other end on one of the ends, not both ends, just one of the ends. You can put it on. Okay.
Yeah.
I prefer it at the end. Just me. I'm getting hit from this pickerel. And I'm like, why is that weed? I think it's the weedless hook thing. That's the weedless, what do you call it? That's fucking it up. You ready for this? I go, fuck that prick roll. I cast it back out. Now I got a bat, and he's decent. He was much bigger than this one that I showed you. Much, much bigger than this one. Okay. I'm reeling him in, and I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. I do one of these. Get him out. See you later. He destroyed the weedless thing. Because when I went to, he gets off, and I had some weeds on the minnow or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I get that, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I look, and the weedless thing that goes over the hook is all fucking decapitated. It's all fucking. I'm like, I can't use that now.
Mikey, when I'm fishing weed bed, especially rubber worms or whatever for bass, I actually don't use a weedless hook. Once you run your hook through your worm,
yeah,
you go through up there towards the head end of it, just come out right past the shoulder.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, what I'll do is when I go back through the body, the belly of it, I'll pinch it and pull it forward, and then coming back over just the tip of the hook, just barely covered up. Dude, I never have any problems. You going to fetch a worm in a hook, Steve?
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Now Mikey's going to blame the
like
hook.
Dave Coe said, 3 biggest lies in the world.
Try a treble hook. The reason why I won't do a treble hook is because it's so weedy in there, J Watt. It's just.
That was a joke.
Well, you know the best hook. You do know the best hook to use in a weed bed, right?
Texas rig.
What?
What?
Quarter stick Amfo.
Yeah. True. But I mean, I got them, but.
And for those that may be curious, okay, for those that don't have access to TNT, dynamite, ammonium nitrate, Amfo, that sort of shit, oddly enough, a little bit of duct tape, some tinfoil, and black powder. You'd be amazed the results you can get. Duct tape has just enough rigidity to offer enough compression to actually get the explosive combustion instead of just a flash burn.
Hey, J Watt, right there, kid. Right there, cocksucker.
Dish, you got to tell me what J Watt said at this point, because if Mikey's flipping J Watt off, I know it had to be good.
Yeah, he had said that Mikey try a treble hook, and Steve, said that's a joke or whatever, and J Watt's like, "Darn it, Steve! Mikey was gonna try a treble hook."
I wasn't gonna try it.
I like J Watt more every chat we have.
Yeah.
So, what was the weedless made out of? A wire or a little gob of like nylon or whatever?
Wire. It was actually. So I need something.
One of the ones that has the little loop that goes under the hook.
That's what it sounds like.
Yes.
Yeah, a little loop.
You can bend those back,
Well, here's the thing. I didn't have to because he did all of that.
That wasn't an $8 lure, was it?
No. That was a rubber worm.
Thank God.
So then when he destroyed that, I took my pliers, I cut it off, and I says, well, at least I got a fucking circle hook.
Right.
So then I put that minnow lure on. Like the 4 casts, I got that other one I just showed you, the smaller one.
If you're getting multi-strikes on a worm like that from a pike, he was probably biting the end of it. You should have pulled that in, hooked it right, put that hook right in the center of the worm and just flipped it right back out. And you probably would have got him.
Yeah.
That's
I've never been lucky with the hook. I've never
like
been lucky with that, Stevie, though. With the worm in the center. With the hook in the center.
Yeah.
I've never been lucky like that.
Just twitch it and it will.
Yeah. All right, listen, help an idiot out. I don't use rigs, to be honest. I don't know what they all are, Right. I'm not a master fisherman. I'm not being a jerk. I'm just saying.
No, we can tell because you admitted
What's a Texas
reading
rig?
the directions on the package. That was our first clue.
Damn.
Well, no, I like to read things to see if
Texas rig is exactly what Stump described. You go into the worm about a 1/4 inch, flip the hook, and then put the hook back into the worm for a little further back. You want it. What I do is just poke the tip through. Go ahead, Dish, and then pull it back a little bit. And great rig. Fish it real
you can't-
slow.
you need
And
a regular.
when you feel that little thump, you give them the rod and let them take it a little bit, and then you slam them on the hook set.
So here's the thing, right?
Mhm.
Let me ask you a question. Then I can't use a circle hook. I would have to use a regular, decent size bass hook. Well, I call it
You
bass.
still use a circle hook.
Yeah, but wouldn't you need?
Shank of the hook, a longer
Do I have any
shank.
hooks down here? Wouldn't I need a, like a regular number 8, but a little bit bigger? Because when you come back through, because on a circle hook, it's so tight, and you got to really, you know what I mean? But on
Yeah.
a regular hook where it's not, you have this much of the stem of the hook you can use. You know what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Whereas on a circle hook, obviously you don't have that stem. Well, you have a little bit of a stem. Well,
Or
like
shank is the
Stump has a little
professionals
stem,
call it.
but the rest of us have,
Tell him, Dish.
Yeah.
What is he
shank.
saying?
He said
What
it's
did
a
he-
shank.
Seth, I don't give a fuck what the name of it is. Those facts are not important.
Clipazine,
hell.
magazine. It's all the same, right?
Exactly. Listen to me. I only go out in the lakes and rivers and have fun.
Right on.
I am not a fucking. I'm not looking to be on Bassmasters. I mean,
You're doing something right because you're catching the bass. That's for sure.
I'm just bummed out I can't use my spinnerbait on that lake because it's so fucking weedy. You can't even.
Sure.
Spinner baits are pretty weedless.
Yeah, that's kind of what.
I don't run my spinnerbaits close to the top.
You should try it.
Yeah, that's what they're made for, dude. Them and crankbaits.
No, they make chatterbaits for
or
those.
buzzbait. Excuse me.
Right, they make a buzzbait for that. Right. I don't use
Well, the
buzzbait.
wind gets just right, and the surface of the lake looks kind of like an old flannel shirt, kind of a plaid look to it.
Yep.
Throw that fucking crankbait along the edge of the bank in the weeds. Holy shit! You better fucking hold on, son.
Jay Watt, I think I might have one of those in my dresser drawer. I think. I'm not sure.
But Mikey, here's the part you're gonna get a good laugh at. Okay, I'm building this goddamn fishing wagon. Pardon the the GD word for those of you that are sensitive ass fucking pussies. But I'm building this motherfucker that haul all this shit on fishing trips, dude. And we go. I don't even fish. I usually sit there and cook while the old lady and the youngin fish. So I mean, at least you're still fishing when you go. I mean, fuck.
You're smart enough to leave it to the professionals.
Flan,
I just stay the fuck out of their way so I don't catch a hook in the back of the head.
Flan, at this particular lake.
Right?
No, I don't. I'll eat the fish out of it, but I won't feed it to my wife and my daughters because there's so much fucking mercury in it. And the lake I'm on says do not give to, because I read the whatever body of water I'm fishing, I'll go. There's an app that you go on, and it'll tell you what the chemical levels and this, that, and the other thing is, and that who can eat it, who can't, and all blah 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 blah. So some ponds and rivers and lakes have nobody can eat it because it's not just
right. There's some places
mercury,
in the world
there's
where
PSNE, there's all this other shit, right? So
PCBs,
right, and then you go to another pond or a lake or a river, and it'll say, "Don't eat." Like where I fish out of the Merrimack River here when I'm home, the only fish that I can't eat is a bass. I can eat every other fish. Fuck you, Jay Watt. I just cooked on the barbecue tonight, you jackass. And if you guys haven't noticed, which Jay Watt is usually J-Watt's usually the first one to, get on me for something. I mean, obviously, right? But here's where I finally have the upper hand on J-Watt. He's not very observant. I can give you that much. I mean, he's quick with his one-liners, but he's not an observant person, i.e., how come Mikey's not drinking Pepsi and he's drinking red fucking water? You know what I
We
mean?
all figured at your age it was fucking cranberry juice for your kidneys. It's something to help that dust cycle out
Pass
in
me
the
kidney
Culpeper.
stone. I have to make up for the last 2 weeks. No shit. You bastard. Don't know of any of that in Ontario.
Of course,
If you
not.
go ahead, Steve. Well, that's what she said. I don't know. I'm sure if you
a lot of the mercury in the water, a lot of it came from the logging industries.
Yeah, the paper mills and all that.
Which Canada is well known for.
And it's not due to, don't listen to that stupid fucking radio commercial. Don't throw thermometers in the track. Stop.
What about gold mining? I mean, did y'all have a lot of commercial gold mines way back in the day in y'all's neck of the woods?
No, I didn't. People pan it in the rivers, but there's no mine. There's no old mines like Alaska or South Carolina, North Carolina. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
Canada.
Like gold down there in the south. We didn't have all that up here.
Yeah,
we had
reason
iron.
I was asking, reason I was asking that one, a county or two over in McCormick, they've got a few bodies of water down there, large, decent sized lakes, couple 6 to 8 square miles. The lakes are totally contaminated from the old gold mining days. They used to pull all the quartz out and crush it and leach it out with mercury.
Yeah, that and what's the other thing they leach the stuff with? Is it strychnine or?
No.
One of the bad ones.
It's that shit that smells like almonds when you use it to kill people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't killed anybody recently, so.
No almonds on my ice cream.
What is that shit? I can't think of the damn name of it now. Arsenic. You used to be able to buy that shit in the damn pharmacy. Yeah. You can't anymore.
Flan, if you were to go fishing, actually, you don't even need to go fishing. If you go on your computer, type in any small lake, big lake, whatever, river, anywhere near your home, okay? And just ask if you can, ask Google, can I eat fish? Let's say there's a river named the White River in whatever town you live in, right? And put, can I eat fish out of the White River? Blah 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 blah. I'm almost gonna guarantee you that'll direct you to a page where it's gonna say it'll have a list of different ponds and the reasoning if you can or cannot eat fish out of that pond or lake or river.
Yep. One of y'all will have to read it out if she answers a question for me, but I'm curious now. What is Canada's version of DNR? The game wardens. What do they got way up there?
The Mounties.
Are the Mounties do it all up there?
I would assume it's the Mounties, right?
I have no idea.
Or are Mounties just cops, like state cops? Like we have state
I thought
cops.
they were just the cops and the red coats riding horses.
Riding a horseback.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be the other question. They still ride horses up there for the damn cops?
We can ask the other Canadian that's here.
Well, Flan, she sounds good. I mean, even when she types, it sounds good. So, whoever the other Canadian is, I'll wait on Flan.
She just went to check on her river, stream, whatever's near her home.
If it's a river or a stream, somebody's doing something right for that woman. That's all I can say.
Well, the problem is most of our pollution all flowed downhill from Canada.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the air pollution that's in the air isn't. I mean, obviously not helping. Any factory, if you're fishing near one of the old mill, doesn't have to be a paper mill. It can be just a regular old mill that they weren't, up to code with the whatever. You know what I mean?
Hell, my favorite fishing is a good old nuclear plant outwater stream.
Yeah, because you want to fish with 3 eyes.
It's nice and warm.
Right? The water glows. You don't need a flashlight at night.
See that? Yeah. SKS Hugo says, I won't eat any fish from a lake if there are houses on it.
Yeah, that too. That's what's wrong with my little lake right now. The
If
old
Mikey
house.
really wants to eat fish he has caught, Dish knows the perfect fishing spot. It's on the backside of this here lake in the hills of Arkansas.
Damn. So that's where you
I
got all
Google
the
my
damn beer
city.
bottle tops you were sending out to everybody as lures.
Yeah.
That story makes more sense now. Shit.
Stump. Flaunt said she Googled, she says, I Googled my city. We have 2 rivers, Speed River and Grand River. You can eat fish out of those rivers. Okay, that's cool. There's no restrictions. There's no, and if there isn't good for you, that's clean water. That's excellent.
Right on. But I'm still curious. Do y'all have game wardens up there, or do like Mike was thinking
Oh
of
yeah, I meant
the
to ask her.
mounties
Sorry.
handle all of it? Oh no, I didn't know if she had heard that part of it because I know
Yeah.
she had broke camp to go find out about the first question.
So, Flaunt, we have down here in the States, we have game wardens, and their main job, like even in Alaska, well, in Alaska, they're game wardens, but they're also state troopers. Other than Alaska, we have down in the lower 48, we have a warden service, and their main job is anything in the woods, fishing, hunting, trapping, all that shit. All that happy house shit falls under them.
Natural resources.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, here in Massachusetts, because we have to be fucking different, we can't call them the wardens. We have to call them the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency. And let me tell you something. They're more important than any fucking state cop you've ever seen in your life. Because they come under everything. Not only do they do warden shit, but they do those are
the motherfuckers that they can walk up in your house on your private land and tell you, fuck you, you don't live here no more.
Yes. If you have if there's a spill at a gas station more than 5 gallons, EPA is probably there before the fire department.
Yep.
So yeah. But there's still wardens. I call them the wardens in Massachusetts because they do check hunting IDs and fishing and trapping and all that stuff. She says it's like border patrols. They have more authority than most other government cops or anything.
Okay.
Steel and Log said it's the same. They've got Ministry of Natural Resources.
Okay.
I'll get it right.
Minestrone.
Steel and Log, how the hell are you? Go ahead, Stevie.
Yeah, minestrone.
I haven't had good minestrone soup
Not
in a long time.
administration of the natural resources. That's some Alabama bullshit right there.
Hey, have you guys had good minestrone soup in a while? I haven't had.
I have, believe it or not. I got a bowl the other day at a restaurant.
I'm not eating a fucking thing named after something you catch on an overgrown Band-Aid between some chick's legs. No.
Minestrone. I got a bad case of the minestrone.
Good minestrone soup is good. I also like wedding soup. So, is Susie about ready to stream yet?
I'm scared to ask what the fuck wedding soup is, because I know what happens on a wedding night, and I don't want none of the soup comes out of it.
Is it wedding soup? What do they call it?
That's what's left over in the hot tub, wedding soup.
What's the little
exactly?
dots?
I don't want none of that. No.
Yeah, it's got little pearls in it, like little dumplings.
Pearls, and it has like
you motherfuckers ain't helping.
There's little pearls that I believe are macaroni. I could be wrong. It might be rice. I don't know. Right, Dish?
No, it's not rice. I think it's a pasta.
Is it a pasta?
Yeah.
And then you got a little meatball, like a little itty bitty ball.
Yep.
Yeah. Y'all ain't helping this stuff at all.
Nice gritty texture.
But it's wicked good.
I don't want to swallow soup.
And they used to serve it. Hey,
oh yeah,
call it wedding soup.
A bowl of soup full of fucking balls and little pearls. No thanks.
They call it wedding soup because that's the soup you get pretty much at every fucking wedding you go. But that was back in the day.
Nah, dude. At mine, we had steaks, we had fried chicken, we had grilled chicken.
When I talk about back in the day, Stumper, when I talk about people and what they do, I don't ever include the fucking South.
Well, when you say back in the day, at your age, most of us, we don't have books that go back that far.
You motherfuckers are so fucking backwards, it's not even fucking funny.
Well, you call it backwards,
everybody's
call it
flocking
simple.
down
It works.
It's 4 people I know from the state of Massachusetts. That 3 of them are my relatives. I'm related to, right? And one was a former coworker. Where you moving? North Carolina. Why? Hot tubs come up, and Mikey immediately goes to the subject matter expert. Dish. Hey, listen, Jay Watt. We're gonna have to get Dish. We're gonna have to send Dish a shirt. I can't be looking at a Green Bay fucking sweatshirt.
Oh, come on. You love
You
it. You
fucking
know
kidding
it.
me? Come
All
on
right,
now.
as long as you lift in a little further. I mean, that's the point of what he was getting at.
Have a great night, HRM.
HRM, it's great to see you, man.
Hey, you going already? Later.
Enjoy.
HRM's pretty good people.
Good to see you. Has Gear been around? I know you didn't do a chat last night, but has he been around like last week? I know we just did a thing on YouTube. I haven't watched it yet. I just got home. I haven't watched anything. I wonder if there was an update on his garden.
He had one where he harvested a lot of stuff.
Oh, did he already harvest them? Oh, yeah,
That
he's been going for a while, right? Yeah.
That was one day last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I get all these notifications on the way home from New Hampshire today.
Yeah.
Getting back where you got signal. Ding, ding.
Oh yeah, it's like fireworks, man. It's like.
Yeah, we head down to Wagner. That's the part I hate on the way home. You know, probably about, I don't know, half hour before we get back to the house and start getting cell service again. Fucking phone don't shut up for that half hour, the last half hour back home.
Put it on vibrate and sit down.
It's amazing though, because like
Enjoy.
I'll never understand how. Like when I go up to my camp, right? I'm like an hour and 25 minutes away. All right. It's a town of probably, I don't know, 3,500 people or something, whatever it is. And it's sort of in the valley.
Oh.
Green giant. So reception is sketchy. Like I can use Wi-Fi and stuff, but I don't. When I go in there, because I don't really. When I go in there, I shut my phone off or I put it on airplane mode and I go from there. You know.
Yeah, we all noticed.
I go hunting.
Hey, did you text Mike? Yeah, about a week ago.
Yeah, right.
I go hunting in the fucking deep woods of fucking northwestern Maine. You don't see fucking people for fucking ever. And my phone rings. It's the stupidest fucking thing. Mikey, check out this guy's shirt. All right, hang on. Let me go on the YouTube side of things so I can check out this guy's shirt.
Well, you know, but never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna be nice to you for a moment.
Oh, you're gonna do something new?
Yeah, trying it out for a little bit, see how I like it.
Yeah, that's long enough.
Yeah, you're right. I'll be nice to young Michael for a moment.
Ooh. The M word. Hey, look. Trim up on the doors. Oh,
nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
About time. Even that one. Oh, wait, that's the computer.
Jay, what? Is that her finger? That's too funny. Why do I look when he tells me?
We've often asked that question ourselves.
I know. So my next item on the list, stump for fish to catch, is I still have to catch my elusive northern pike, and so that's my next. Guy told me to buy shad baits for that, like lures. So I did that.
I always do good with spoons.
Like what kind? Like
rip the lips off with some spoons.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Pornhub.
Look at that. Nobody,
Boom.
listen, nobody is safe with J Watt except for one
Accidents is
person.
Too deep for me.
Does anybody know who's
Jay.
safe with J Watt? Whose balls does J Watt not break? Anybody?
Hey, Brenda J.
He never breaks Stump's balls.
Huh?
Oh,
Your point? I mean,
Hey, Brenda J, how are you? Good to see you.
might be
Thanks for
Stump's
coming in.
neighbor or something. We don't know.
I know, right? Well, you know how the Southerners are. Anyway, it's probably too easy. Right, Stump?
no, I'm not going to say that.
What?
That whole trying to be a good people thing.
So,
Damn
Dish,
it.
I don't really need a. I know it's not ice fishing, but I don't need a leader. I don't need a steel leader or any type of heavy. I mean, I'm using 50-pound braid.
Probably not with 50-pound braided line. Probably not.
Whoa.
Fish are gonna see it. You probably
whoa.
won't get a bite anyhow.
I fish in a river with a lot of obstacles. Hang on, let me say it the right way for you people that are going to make fun of me. There's a lot of structure under the water.
Thank you for using the right terminology.
So, and then when I go north, Stump, there's a decent amount of weeds.
Oh, yeah?
And so I knew. See, if I were to make that plural, Stump was going to go whoop whoop. So, yes, I use on a lake or a pond, whatever you want to call it, in my river here where I live. Yes, I use 50-pound braid.
Okay.
A good hint to fish in a lake with a lot of structure is use a good quality wire hook. That way, if you snag a stump, you can pull on it hard enough to straighten the hook and it will come up.
Right.
Yeah, because that was kind of where I was leading up to with the whole 50-pound line. I mean, I get it. You snag something, you just want to yank through it, but
Yep.
just yanking through it, if you happen to be hooked to somebody's old boat that got scuttled years ago,
But I haven't
knows what that's going to do for the insides of your reel when you go to yanking on that bastard. I mean, damn.
I know Jay Watt.
Well, now I'm curious what Jay Watt have to say.
Jay Watt wrote.
Jay Watt? What the fuck?
Jay
You
Watt.
even reading dyslexia now, motherfucker?
No, I want to sound like a fucking. I want to sound like I'm a Todd down the south. So Jay Watt wrote, "Well, Mikey, and this is why all right. He's answering why I said that Jay Watt breaks everybody's balls except for yours, Stump.
Yeah.
So he said, "Well, Mikey, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy watching the facial expressions people make when they read my comments." He just broke your balls.
It'll be all right.
Anyways, so right. I mean, obviously, if I'm getting a tree limb this big or something, right? I get you. You know what's been happening to me, Steve? Though, the hook will bend. It doesn't go straight, but it'll bend enough, and I get out of it, and I just obviously have to change my hook and all that. But
well, no, running that heavy ass. I'm assuming 50-pound. I'm assuming you're running braid. You said, right?
Yes, sir.
What color?
Green. Actually, green on one, blue on another. But I like green. I have green on my ice fishing equipment too.
I was just wondering. I mean, I know I've seen them, but I never put any stock in them actually working. But if you were running a line that was that heavy and braid being abrasion resistant, yeah, they make these things that kind of look like a little torpedo that's got these little arms that go up and hook on your line. You let it slide down and run into your lure to bust it loose from whatever you snagged in. If you're running that heavy braid, can you run something like that without fucking cutting your line?
Yes, because you know the bob, you know the sounders they sell. Well, you may not know stuff. I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying they sell sounders, right? When you're ice fishing.
Okay.
So you can get your depth of your water.
Okay,
However,
kind of like where we run sonar on boats down here.
Well, when you're ice fishing, asshole, they still you're a jerk.
Yeah,
anyway,
no, I'm just saying that
this one guy, Joe Holland.
Okay.
He showed a trick where you can use that to do exactly what you just said. When you're ice fishing, you can do it too. You take that and you send it down the line, and then you do what you were explaining. But no, to answer your question, I do not have anything like that in my tackle box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know I've seen them advertised. I didn't know if anybody that's ever used one or if they actually worked or not.
Usually with them unhooker things with the heavy line on them, you send that down your line, and if that gets hooked on the stump, then you're screwed.
Yeah, you're in bad juju world then.
Yeah, you better be able to lift that stump up out of the water or branch or whatever.
You better hope you got that thing tied to a winch up on the deck, right?
I'll tell you what, though, when I almost landed that northern on the river, that son-bitch, and he snapped a 50-pound test line. That's only because he went through the fucking rocks, but
still, that's a big fish to bust 50 pounds.
Well, he was all of 30 inches long. I just wish that guy had a fucking. I wish my buddy was with me, but I also wish that I had a fucking net with me.
Yeah.
Shame on me.
I'd actually like to get you, Mikey, down here to South Carolina and take you catfishing out on Santee Cooper.
I'd love to go catfishing because the only ones I catch are like this big.
Oh, dude, you lock on to anywhere from say a 20 on up to about a 30, 32 pound catfish.
Yeah, see, that's just a wet dream for me.
So, yes, sir. You land, 10 or 12 of them bastards in one night, you'll be a sore puppy all day the next day.
I like eating catfish better than I like eating crappie.
I will agree with that, but I'm going to go out on this limb. For me, catfish, I'm sorry, once it's past about 2-3 pounds, that ain't a eating catfish no more. That's a hook, draw that sumbitch up to the bank, take a picture with him, and send him back on his merry way because he's going to taste like shit.
Yep. Good breeder, though.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know.
What size fish? What size catfish are good eaters then? Like 8, 9 pound, 10 pounders?
I like 2-3 pound catfish, something about a foot,
really?
foot and a half long.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing.
Because I see them pulling these blue cats out that they eat those that are huge.
That's one thing I notice a huge difference between up here and down south. The catfish up here, you catch them. Most of them are pretty lethargic because of the cold water.
Yeah.
Down south, them suckers fight like a big bass.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's amazing the difference.
Well, that's a cool lure.
See, one of the things we've started doing down here, catfish wise, a lot of guys have give up on that middle of the night bullshit from the bank. You take your pontoon out and you get on your lake, especially if it's a dammed river like Greenwood is.
Yeah.
And you run the main channel of the lake, the main river body. And you run those little dragon sticks, run like a, what do they call it? A Santee rig or, what's the other one where your bait's up above you weight. I can't remember the damn name of it now. Carolina rig. Should remember that shit. But just troll down through there, a couple 3 foot off the bottom. In most places, Lake Greenwood ain't but about 60, 70 foot deep, no way. So you run your live bait down there and just drag it across the bottom. They run it down about 50 foot of water. It don't take long. You'll latch on to something in the neighborhood of 15 pounds or so, and it'll snatch your teeth out when you set the hook on him. They will get your attention because, like Steve said, the cold water, well, the warmer temperatures down here,
right? They're
really, really active. They'll fight.
Yeah, the first couple of catfish I hooked into down south, man, like holy shit, they were making runs and stuff.
Well, somebody told me that they were pulling what you guys would call, I don't even know what they call them up here. I call it a catfish, but I'm sure it's it's got a specific name. But somebody said there's blue cats up here on this river that I fish. But I had to go past the dam, I guess, was where they're all. They are, man. That and them and carp. The carp I know. I've caught carp before, but
see, down here nobody fishes for carp. Down here, carp is a nuisance species. People just stick them with a bow and leave them laying wherever, or use chunks of them for bait.
This whole
Tell
country
you
was
what, carp is a strong, good fighting fish. So
this
Oh, yeah.
whole
they're fun.
stump. This whole country deems carp trash fish. Every other country in the fucking world sees it as a delicacy.
Well, I'm just checking. I mean, you're in.
I don't know
You're,
why. I've had carp. It didn't taste bad to me.
well, that's like,
the reason we don't mess with them is because of the little bones.
well, that's like, I'm sure Steve would be familiar with this one. I don't know about you or Dish, either one. But garballs. Find somebody that actually knows how to process gar and do garballs. That's a really goody fish, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds kind of funny saying garball. So
Yeah, catch a guard. Well, this one doesn't have any balls. Throw it back.
Well, we don't have any gar up here for me to catch. So,
hey, redneck, what's up?
Hey, redneck.
Redneck, what's going on, kid? Good to see you.
Right on, MCK. The death roll. Jay Watt.
Pinch on my nose. Yeah, those are cool, Stevie. I actually have. I was just looking up that lure, Stevie, when you put it in there. And when I went there, it actually put me on the lure that I actually own. That I just bought it.
See you, Stump.
Stump.
Bye, Stump. It's all Stevie's fault. Store-bought tilapia is a delicacy. Funny you say that. I walked by the fish market the other day before I went shopping to go up north, and what did I see in the fish fucking market? They have the little fish market adjacent to
Yeah.
I mean, it's inside the store, but it's next to the deli. Tilapia. I almost shit my pants. Now I'm seeing it again.
Probably will if you eat it. Just saying.
Red snapper's on sale right now.
Snapper.
Yeah. Red snapper. That's why the last time one of the last times I went deep sea fishing, we were catching fucking reds. There was fucking here you go. It was just nasty how many we were catching. And we wound up giving them to the captain, and he like paid it. He didn't pay his full price for them, but he gave us money because all he's doing is he's gonna take it home, freeze it, and use them for bait.
Okay.
Pete Nascott, how the hell are you?
Pete Nascott.
I pictured Mike as a long John Silver's fan of Jay Waters in '69. I am. I'm a fan of. Well, half that's right. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Jay Watson. That I am. Where did Stump go?
He's out in the comments.
Was it something I said?
Sometimes he just likes to go out in the comments.
Okay.
Might
Just
have been the
checking.
link you sent him or something. Might have had a time limit on it.
Oh, I was trying that new shit out with the fucking suddenness. I'm like, I wonder if this will work. Mikey thought it was a red snapper. Turns out it was a rock cod. You're an asshole. But I like it. I don't know why I like it, but I like it. Yep, that's my next fish I'm going for though is I gotta catch a fucking pike, a decent pike too. The kid upstairs calling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pete Nash says Mikey loves the peg legs from there. Hey. Keep it up. I figured you would have missed me and you would have you would have been, oh, Mike, good to see you back. I'm so glad you're here. Nope.
You expected love from Jay Watt.
Yeah, kind of compassion. Maybe not love, 'cause,
Show the love.
a little compassion. Like dish sense to us. You know what I mean?
Jay Watt's love is like one of the old grumpy grandpas that slap you in the back of the head. That's his emotion for the weekend.
Right? No kidding.
Oh, nasty stuff.
Oh, he's cleaning up 1911s. P. NASCAR's is.
I need to take mine out and get them dirty, damn it.
Yeah, Steve, I meant to ask you. I haven't seen like a range video from you in a while.
Yeah, well, YouTube kind of frowns on it, and I haven't been in a while.
YouTube just won't even let you do a range video?
Oh, they don't like any gun bullshit.
They
But
suck.
I do have to take Susie out and do some shooting, and
Yep.
I still have to sight in deer rifle. And
Yeah, I knew you mentioned when you were going to go up north, you were going to do that or something, right?
Yep.
Well, that's good. Oh, Jay, what? Don't worry, but kid, I'm
Just been busy.
just having fun, brother. Yeah, I haven't even. But I usually I try to go at least 4 times or 5 times during the summer, and I've only been out once.
Okay, you got that right, Stone. Ammo ain't cheap, except for I got buckets of it downstairs that I made. So,
Well, there you go. Something about making your own shit, right, Stevie?
and then actually getting a rush at killing something with something that you put together.
Right.
It's awesome. Kind of like catching a fish with a lure that you made.
Right. Yep. I like. I tell you what. Shit. I forget how long back it was, but anywho, we were up. We're in New Hampshire, up in the We're up in the White Mountains somewhere, and I saw this little shack. And it was a fishing shack, and the guy sold all kinds of lures and everything, right? But here's one thing he was doing. I go in the store, and it was little. It was, and when I mean a little store, I mean a little store, but he had a million things in it. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder how many times Mikey rigged up that hook on his hat. About 20. He was tying his own flies. He was making his own flies, tying his own, and I'm like, that is fucking cool to watch. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've never done it. I wouldn't do it either because I don't have the fucking patience. But
Stump.
Pete NASCAR says it's a wristful, so it's been a minute since he shot those 40.
Right on.
45. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta bring back a little memory.
It's not that bad unless you get the hot ones. I made up some hot rounds for deer for my 45, and them things bark a little bit.
Oh, really?
I gotta say, yeah, you better be hanging on to it. They'll make everybody at the gun range look over and see what you're shooting. Big boom.
Oh, you want old ammo? That fishing shack I was telling you about with the old guy? Dude, he had ammo on his shelf with about 4 inches of dust on it.
Oh,
Nice. There she is. Hi, Susie.
Hello,
Hi,
Susie. How are you tonight? Good to see you. Jay Watt wanted to know if you were going to streak, but I'm like, damn, I missed something again. I'm always missing out on something. You know, usually it's Dish's fault.
Right.
I blame Stump, but I already picked on Stump tonight. You know how them Southerners are. You know. So has everybody calmed down over the what do you call it, the overturnage of
Killing babies.
Roe versus Wade?
No, still can't go into the cities.
Well, it's funny. See, I don't get into all of that, to be honest with you.
And
I
what's
don't.
killing me, it's the liberals out there protesting the place where you go to kill babies.
Yeah.
Why?
I have my own thoughts on it. But anyway, I think what was kind of funny was my wife was telling me there was a story in the paper. A woman, you know how you have these. I don't know if you guys in your states have them, but we have a what the hell is it called? HOV lane here, and you can only be in it if you have another person, either one or more people in your car with you. Okay.
Yeah.
So, or you get a decent ticket, because usually that lane's flying and everybody else is going to work, and it's bumper to bumper going into Boston and shit. So, and it's only going into the city, and it's only about a 4-mile stretch, anyways.
What do we carpool lane? That's what we call
Oh, do you? Okay.
them. Yeah.
So, anyway, woman gets pulled over. She's pregnant. The cop says, "Ma'am, this is this is the HOV lane for two passengers or more." She says, "I have 2 passengers." He says, "What do you mean?" He says, "Well, they overturned Roe versus Wade." She goes, "And I'm pregnant, so you ain't write me a ticket."
Wow.
Now, I got to tell you something. Good on her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he wrote her the ticket anyways.
Wow.
And she said, "Well, I guess I'll see you in what do you call it, court? Because it's not like the magistrate's going to see the case, not a judge.
Mm-hmm.
Magistrates see up here, anyways. In Massachusetts, you don't get a judge to see your
ticket.
I mean, unless it's a DUI or something. But you know what I'm saying? Like a regular. If you're going in to fight a ticket, usually you see a magistrate. She says, "See you at court." I'm fucking laughing my ass off. I'm like, good on her. I go, it's a thing. It's I don't know. I try to explain to my wife. She says, "I don't understand." I says, "Hey," I says, "I don't understand why they do a lot of things." I said, "But it is what it is for now." Because she got all upset, and I'm like, "Listen to me." So I'm trying to explain it to her. I says, "Honey," I says, "You know how I can own a gun in Massachusetts, but not. I mean, I can own a gun in New Hampshire, not Massachusetts." She says, "Yeah." I goes, "This is going to be the same thing." I go, "They'll go to another state." It's So the wife just got home. She drove my truck. Fucking car pulled her over. Just a warning. That's awesome stuff. At least she got out of it. Jay Watt says, "Never tell a cop you'll see them in court. Just go to court. They may not show up, and you win by default." Good point by you.
Very good. A lot of them don't show up.
You know what, Jay Watt? My brother, who was the cop, used to tease me all the time. He goes, "Yeah, but I'm getting paid for it." I go, "I am too." And I was, "What do you mean you're getting paid for it?" I get paid to go, especially if I win. He goes, "What?" I goes, "Well, considering I have a, what do you call it, on my truck, like it was a speeding ticket, and I have a what do you call it? Jesus Christ, what do you call those things? The GPS in my truck."
Oh yeah.
I just go to call the office and have them download. What time did you put? What I need pretty much the exact time that you said I was doing the speed. Okay, thank you. I have them download the whole fucking thing. Here you go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I beat a couple of tickets with that. But yeah, Jay Watt, you're right. Usually the cops don't show up. I've had the cops show up twice. Once they didn't, but twice I had the cops show up.
Good one, Jay Watt.
Come in. What? Come over here. Say hi to Stevie and Dish and everybody else. So, we're live, so you can just say hi.
Hi there.
Well, let me get out of the way.
Okay. Now, right in the back of the head. Give him a good one.
Stevie wants you to hit me in the back of the head. However, before you even raise your,
Oh my God.
That's my girl.
look at Dish. Yeah. Listen to me. Look at your father. Now what's going to happen to you? Because whatever you came in to ask me for, you are now not getting. Huh?
Oh, I'm sending her a farewell ride.
Probably in the car. All right. You want to get out of trouble? Go make me 2 Eggos.
No, that's my Eggo.
Well, then I'll just have to make 2 when you go to sleep.
Oh
Goodbye.
my God, that was awesome.
Oh, I'm crying.
Fucking Stevie.
She didn't even think about it. She's
No,
like,
she didn't.
smack.
Camera girl doesn't really think that's her whole fucking problem. She's too much like her old man. She's very
She
impulsive
hit your
when it
heart
comes to.
too, man. She's
Oh, she did. My head's still ringing.
damn.
Yes, and bring my keys. Listen to me. My keys are in the ignition. Take the keys out of the ignition and then lock it and bring me the keys.
Oh, she's going for a joyride for sure.
Right, Jay Watt?
No, that she won't do. But yeah, no, she's. Put it to you this way. One night, I come home, and then they light on in the house. I'm like, all right, whatever. I can make it to the bathroom without using the light. It's not like I have to live in a fucking mansion.
Oh, damn it. Mikey, I forgot about your concussion, brother.
She's
You're laying on the desk twitching right now.
So she's there's only a little divider wall in between the kitchen and the living room. And I come walking one way and she's already there. So when I go in to go in the bathroom, she just scares the piss right out of me. Like, I come out of my skin like, fucking, I hate that. So I says, listen, one of these days, Daddy's going to get you back. It may not be today, tomorrow, or a year from now, but I can guarantee you I'm going to pay you back. No, you won't. No, you won't. I said, okay. She's in the shower. She thinks she's home by herself. She gets out of the shower. I mean, she's dressed and everything, obviously. She gets out of the shower. She goes to go downstairs into her bedroom. She opens her bedroom door, and I went, "Boo!" All she does is she starts wailing the piss, and she starts kicking me. I says, it's me. I thought I was alone. What would you do that for? And she just started fucking wailing and fucking. I'm like, well, at least she knows what the fuck she's doing.
Well, that's a girl who'll be able to take care of herself, and
Yep.
that's awesome.
Exactly, Jay Watt. Thank you for caring about me, Jay Watt. Jay Watt said, Steve, next time, do not tell Camera Girl to put him in a chicken wing. Well, especially in the left arm, because then I'll just wind up in the hospital.
Wow.
Then I'll just wind up in the hospital. I'll get her back.
You'll get her back.
She'll pay. She will pay.
Fawn, me and Stevie's been fishing with each other before, but me and Mike and Steve have never been fishing together.
Yeah, unfortunately, the three of us have never fished together.
Nope.
Someday when I'm rich and famous.
And really, when me and Dish went, you really can't count that fishing. That wasn't a very good spot.
It was still fun.
You got the line wet.
Yep.
Oh, and I captured it on video, Mike. Just saying.
I told you my neighbor gave me the chest, the
Camera mount?
Yeah, for your chest. Problem is I got big boobs.
Uh-oh.
So I put a jacket on.
Need a man's ear.
I gotta go find Kramer. I hear you, Fawn. It's just one of those things, I I got the little ones and that one.
When are you supposed to go down to see Ohio?
October 16th. It's a Sunday. I'm gonna hopefully fly out on Saturday. Because I really don't want to drive. Because if I drive, I have to take Monday off. I don't want to take Monday off.
Okay.
If you're lucky enough to be back to work.
Dude, I'm going to tell you something. If I'm not back to work in like 3 weeks, at most,
Yeah.
I'm going to hurt somebody.
You
So, on that front, guess what I have to do? I have to go to an independent doctor.
have to go to what?
An IME, Independent Medical Examiner.
Oh,
Where's my...
where's my keys?
Exactly.
She's out joyriding.
I told you, bring the keys to me. See, this is how much she listens. She don't care about anything. You know what she cared about? Daddy, look at this. She's laughing. No, I can see that this is laughing. I don't even have to look, and I know this is laughing.
We were both laughing.
That was epic. That's going to get recorded.
Yeah, we should have timestamped that. Whack.
The whack heard. Whoops. The whack heard round the world.
You know how I can get her back? And Stevie helped me, as a matter of fact. Tomorrow morning, I'll wake up. And she'll be like, I'll be back. Where are you going? I gotta get in my head. I get the concussion when you hit me last night is I can't see straight and I gotta go. She'll cry for a week.
You can't do a timestamp on a live, damn it.
Oh, Mike, you go to an independent doctor and the medical examiner does something different. Yeah, you know what I meant.
It's dumb.
By a little, yeah, I might much. Is a might much a smidge? Or is that a big smidge? She don't bring me my fucking keys. I'm gonna kill her. Fucking good. Thanks, Stevie. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't have any. I got that sucker recorded in case it disappears. For prosperity, of course.
Your lips ain't moving, Stevie. Or is it me? Am I screwing up?
Ah,
Where's
crap.
my
I
keys?
froze up myself. Hold on. Let me go out and come back in.
All right. Can I have an egg? Can you get me an echo for hitting me? Hey, we're live here, and you hit me on live TV.
Okay, because he told me to hit you over the head. And Dish told me right now to hit you upside the head.
But Dish won't do that because Dish doesn't want to leave the. No, Stevie left because he got froze.
My new hero.
My new hero. Your new hero's ass is gonna hurt. All right. So go because you did that. Listen.
I'm not getting an echo.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
All right, I'll make one when you go to bed.
You can get away with one, but not two.
Don't.
No.
Time out.
Listen, say goodnight to everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
I need to go back to the car.
Yeah, you can get away with one on Dad, but not the second one. No,
It's the white bag.
Yeah, I don't know where.
Like, I might much in the case of the rain would have sunk Noah's a boat. Maybe. Chicken wing. Fucking kids. Jay, what? You can come come deal with that, will you? If Dish told me to do it, I'd do it. No, you would no. Dish won't tell you that.
What'd she want me to say?
She wanted you to tell her, like Stevie did, to crack me in the head.
Oh, she wanted to hit you again.
No, because she said if Dish tells me to do it, if Dish won't do it, that's just because Dish will be leaving my chat.
Yeah, not 2 times in one night. You don't get
No.
away with it. That's when you start getting in trouble.
Oh, I'll get her. Dad, can I? Nope.
No.
I didn't hit you.
Right on stump.
Her first words are going to be, I didn't hit you. I'll be like, yeah, I want to go back and look at the tape. Oh, that's right. She'll say, that's right.
It
Why
was
am I
just a love
grounded? Tell
pat.
wife, go watch the tape.
It was just a love pat, Dad.
Yeah, that's not a hit, Dad. I only went like this.
Love tap, baby, love tap,
Yeah.
love tap, baby, love tap.
No, nothing that Ty does has a love tap in it. I don't get chicken wing. Somebody help me out.
I think he wanted your daughter to do a chicken wing on you.
Oh, the crossface chicken wing? Nice.
She could have went all UFC on your ass, you know.
Fucking crossface chicken wings hurt, motherfucker.
Right on the collarbone.
Yeah.
Don't you know that's how what's his name there? Chris Benoit killed his wife and a kid. Crossface chicken winged them both. Well, now Mikey has to find a new person to say pull my beer to.
I didn't catch that. Crossface.
Crossface chicken wing. It's a wrestling hold.
Huh.
I love tap is how I got my kids. No shit, right?
Tap that ass.
Just tap. All I did was tap it once.
Tap that right on the floor. Tap that. Need some more. Tap that.
No, I'm good. They're all one of the people up north they just had a baby like, I don't know, 6, 7 months ago or something. And so all the girls Natalia's age and up, you know, the 18, 19-year-olds are all like, oh, can we, yeah, sure, you can hold the baby. And all like, Natalia says, Dad, are you a mom guy? I says, are you out of your fucking mind? No, not Cripple Crossface. Chris Benoit. It was called the Crossface Chicken Wing from Chris Benoit. Not the Cripple Crossface. The chicken wing is different. I'm assuming that it is. I'm assuming the chicken wing goes something like this. But anywho, what do I know? I'm just a guy that gets slapped on fucking YouTube.
My camera girl.
Stevie says so too. Yep, camera girl just got fucking retired.
Snap out of it, Dad.
Snap out of it. Who used to say that? Somebody on a sitcom.
Yeah.
Snap out of it.
I don't know. The only snap out of it I heard is maybe it was that. Well, I mean, it was a sitcom. Who used to say that all the time?
It seems like it was like a granny. Snap out of it.
Yeah. Yep,
Some dude was pining for his girl, lost love, and like his grandma or something. Snap out of it. I can't remember.
Chicken wing tears the tendons and pulls the shoulder out of the socket. Correct.
Youch.
So that shouldn't be that hard of a maneuver on your bad arm. It's probably already wounded.
It's although they let me use a 1 pound dumbbell. Like, oh yeah, I'm getting the 1 pound. Yeehaw. But they said the rotor cuff and then the muscles inside of it and all that. There's one in particular. It's in the back. It's right here. And it's just, I'll go 4 days and be fine. And then I'll go to physical therapy on my last one of the week. I'll walk in, I'm like this. And she'll be like, what's the matter? I'm like, well, I go, huh, you see all my hands are all wrinkly? Like I stayed in the bathtub too long? I says, I'm in the shower because I got, you get the massaging head in my shower.
Mm-hmm.
And I put the hot water on as hot as I can take it, and I just stand
Awesome.
there. And she says, all right, come over here. She says, I thought you just wanted me to give you a massage. I go, sweetheart, let me tell you something. And then she'll go and she'll because I use oil. So she'll put like a towel here, because all the oil, she doesn't want to get all over the place. And then she'll go right here, right? And I'm like, yep. And she'll take her fucking thumb and go like this.
Yeah.
And then with her other hand, she's doing this. And I'm like, why do you have to leave your thumb there?
You gotta get that knot out.
She goes, so I can see when the tension's gone off the muscle. And I go, you realize that hurts? She goes, yeah.
It's nice of her.
I'm like, well, as long as you realize it.
Yeah.
And there's about
And
5
she's a good kid.
jokes in that story.
She's a good kid. She's like,
Trying to let him go.
she'll say to me, she'll go, but Mike, you know what the best part is? I go, what's that? She goes, I don't feel a thing.
Oh, geez.
No mercy.
Seriously, Mikey, don't push too hard on that rehab. Follow the doctor's instructions. You don't want to have surgery to have to start rehab over. No, I know, Jay Watt. The doctor instructed me to go to physical therapy, and my physical therapist's computer isn't hooked up with my doctor's, with my orthopedic, but my orthopedic and my personal doctor is hooked up on the same. You know what I'm saying? So like, when the next time I go back to my PCP and they go on the computer, they'll see everything. The only thing they won't see is the report from the physical therapist. But my physical therapist keeps in contact with my orthopedic. They fax over all the, because they measured it. They measure they measure my shoulder, my elbow. Because I wasn't at. See, I can do this now without too much pain. I'm just about at 0 with my elbow. At 0 being, you can lock it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Jay, what they're not something to play with. Although I've been hearing more and more people telling me, Jay, what that they're trying to get away from operating on rotor cuffs now. They don't like to operate on people's rotor cuffs. I don't know why. I'm just hearing that they're thinking that it's poop of shorts, dish, let's hear
it. Shorts.
I didn't want to pressure you.
Right.
No, there's no pressure on the Quagmire.
Silence.
Especially a Sunday night, right? Sunday night, no pressure at all.
Oh, Lord.
You do as you see fit. Oh, by the way, hello, Uncle Kyle. Hope things are well. I enjoyed your video. Well, as you know, because you commented back on it. So, but yeah. So I gotta. No standing means no shorts. Jay Watt, almost like those people who work from home, who might still be working from home because of the COVID. and they're all dressed up. What?
When you were in the trailer, did you
Hang
buy
on,
that-
folks.
did you
All
buy
right.
that elephant,
No, it's on the kitchen table.
like in the house
A stuffed animal?
Yeah.
It's on the kitchen table.
at the trailer?
Yeah. Why? You're 16 years old. You need a stuffed animal?
My graduation gift.
Oh, you can eat a stuffed animal, you little baby. Oh, wah, wah.
Okay, go ahead. Hit him again.
Yeah, really.
Dish, can I hit him upside the head?
You got a
Now
free
she's
shot
asking.
now.
Now she's asking Dish if she can hit me upside the head. again. Stevie, I'm telling you, I will knock you off this fucking chat.
No, I already had yes.
Stevie, if she hits me, it's all done.
Say yes.
No, don't do
Steve, don't.
it.
She'll break him. I won't be able to do a chat. Listen to me. Don't forget I have a concussion. And if you hit me again, you could kill me.
Dad, that was like weeks and weeks ago.
Did you see that I don't care shrug?
Yeah.
My concussion lasted 2 weeks.
All right. Say goodnight. If I'm not getting an ego, say goodnight.
Good night.
All right. See you later.
Wow. She's snappy tonight, isn't she?
Yeah, oh no, you didn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh
She's,
no.
You should see it when she's in a bad mood.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. She didn't come at me, but she's like, give me all this attitude, raising her voice at me, the whole 9 yards. And I'm just sitting there like this.
Wow, right in the kisser.
And she goes, "You're not gonna." I says, "I'm waiting for you to stop." So she stops. I get up out of the chair and I bellow at her. I'm like this far out of her face. You ever fucking yell at me? Who the hell do you freaking think you are? As I'm not some guy down the street. I'm your goddamn father. Her eyes are like this big. And she's like, I goes, now sit down. She sat down. I said, now, so now in a wicked kind of voice like this, I went, so what's the problem, Natalia? I hate when you do that. I go, do what? She goes, you yell at me, and then 2 seconds later, you go, this is calm. I go, well, that's just the way life is. You needed to know that you can't talk to your father like that.
Yeah, you can get yelled at and still be loved.
But yeah, she has, let me tell you. Although I will tell you something, the difference between the two. Natalia, she will, maybe not 10 minutes later, like me, 10 minutes later, I'm fine. But she's more like an hour. And she's okay.
Yeah.
Her sister is like her fucking mother.
Oh, no.
4 days later, she'll talk to me.
Oh wow.
So now I do one of these. She'll come in. I'll be at the rocking because I live in a small place, so I got the recliner. The recliner is like this far from hitting the door. Okay, when I'm all the way back in the recliner,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be all the way just because I know she's not talking to me, right? So I'll recline all the way back when I know she's on her way home, and she goes, "Just so you know, I'm still not talking to you." And I go, I'm sorry, what's today? And she went, Thursday. I go, so does this mean, oh, you know what that means? She goes, what? I said, that means it'll be one quiet, happy fucking weekend. Good night. Pop, pop, pop. Stomps down the stairs. She'll text her mother. Dad's being mean. She'll get out my ass and she'll be like, what did you say to her? You know she's in a bad mood. I says, I was asking. Usually it's 4 days she don't talk to me. I go, so I just figured it's going to be one long happy weekend. That's all, you know.
Yeah.
Why do you have to do that? I go, well, she kind of reminds me of you. I go, you go 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, well, you know. I go, so it's quiet.
Dish, did you hear Mike's Italian come out? 4 days, she don't talk to me.
Yeah.
She don't talk to me 4 days. Just remember,
See?
Mikey, if she's right-handed, it's your left side that will take the brunt of the. She goes for a good point. No, she's. I mean, they're good kids. It's just they have their moments
Yes.
where then I'll do this. I'll go, girls. turn to your brother and ask your brother what would happen to him. And he gets mad. He'll be sitting there going, "Hey, Dad, we'll be at the dinner table or something." He goes, "Dad, I got a question." "What's that, buddy?" How come they don't get the treatment I did?
Right.
And I go, "Because they're girls, bud." As I really can't. I can't hit a girl. And he's like, "That's not fair." I go, "Bud, life ain't fair."
It's a new day and age, but they can
I
still
go-
call 911.
I go, you know. So Natalia being Natalia. "Oh, and by the way, Jonathan, he can't hit us because it's against the law."
Ooh.
And I went, "Oh, really?" I just look it up. In the state of Massachusetts, you can crack a kid with an open hand. She goes, "Oh, really?" I go, "Hang on a second." And I call my brother, put him on speed dial. She says, ask the uncle who's the cop. And he'll say, "Hey, what's up?" I go, "Nothing." His niece wants to ask you a question about if can a parent hit their child with an open hand. And he was like, "Okay." I said, "I got you on speaker." He's like, "Okay." And it's dead silence because she won't ask him. I goes, "Well, I guess I got my answer, Chris."
Right.
You know. But they're funny. It is what it is. They're good kids. So it's, you know. Notice he has a little smile about the peaceful. Yeah, absolutely, Stomper. Jay Watt, let me tell you something. I hope she doesn't. I did that to my old man, but I hope she doesn't do that to me. It's almost midnight. Stevie, don't you guys work in the morning? No, he's retired. I mean, he's retired.
I'm retired.
Stevie
I can
retired.
work if I want to.
And I haven't worked since, well, technically I haven't worked since May 25th.
Besides, after this, anyhow, I'm probably going to look at porn at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Right.
So what's the diff?
And so, unfortunately, since March 8th, Flan, I haven't worked. Since March 8th, Flan, I've only worked 7 days.
And Flan, in honor of you, I'll just watch lesbian porn tonight.
Oh, that's hot. Yeah, I'm still on an injury, Flan, unfortunately. Hopefully sometime soon they'll deem me okay. But it's kind of like what Jay Watt was saying, because I can lift gallons of ink anywhere from, the gallon ink probably weighs about, I don't know, 8 pounds. But then the 5-gallon pail weighs about 58 pounds, believe it or not.
Wow.
It's got to be more dense than water, isn't it?
Oh yeah, way more dense. And so,
because I think water is like 8 pounds a gallon.
Well, what's a gallon of milk? A gallon of milk's like what? Is
A
it
little
12?
lighter than
Is
a
it
gallon
12
of
pounds?
water is 8 pounds.
Is it?
Yep.
But so some of the and it depends what type of ink it is, who the manufacturer is. Is it a base? Base is heavier. It's right. So it all depends what it is. So I can lift anywhere from, like I said, that to moving a 500 pound 55 gallon drum full of chemicals. And that shit's like paste. Some of the shit they use is like, So yeah, it's I don't wanna. I want to go back, but my fear is I go back and then I fuck it up again, and then I'm really screwed. You know what I mean? Buddy Light, how the hell are you?
Buddy Light, what's up?
Hey,
Buddy Light
buddy.
says I thought a gallon was always a gallon.
Peachy dish.
Yep, you did.
Flan said she Googled it. A gallon of milk weighs 8.6 pounds. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I just don't need any issues. That's all I mean. I just want to go back to work, but when I go back to work, I want to go back no less than 95%.
Right.
You know what I mean? Unfortunately, and it isn't like the old days when I was laboring either forms or framing. You know, when I was in my 20s and
Indestructible.
late 20s, very early 30s, and I didn't care about, you know.
Pain? That's not pain.
Yeah, and I didn't have a bad back then and all that, you know what I mean? And I never did. I never had a bad back until I got rear-ended in a car accident. Well, technically a truck accident because I was in a pickup truck, but you get my point.
Mm-hmm.
And I never had back pain until that day. Not once in my life.
Wow.
And I carried forms. Stevie, for those that we didn't do rapid forms. We did true forms. Okay? So anybody ever seen anybody do form work, the regular 4x8 form, after you clean off the wet concrete, when you're pulling them after the concrete cures and you pull them off and you bang them off, they still weigh about 115 pounds.
Basically a sheet of oiled plywood with a metal frame on it, right?
Some can be metal. The ones I used were all wood, usually 2x4s together. They'll and then they'll use 3/4 inch plywood. But they are heavy as fuck. About 115 pounds.
Good grief.
Now the smaller ones, they call them keys. They use that for like around your chimney. So if you're looking at a foundation of a house that hasn't been built yet and it's got the little nook for your chimney, they don't use a full form. They use little ones, and it's called a key. Well, we call it. Well, let me say it this way because I know I'm talking across country and all this shit, but we used to call them keys, and they're only like yay wide. Obviously, those are lighter, but yeah. And you're in. You're walking on a job. It's a job site. You're not walking on a paved road.
Yeah.
Get it right, Stump. Fuck concrete forms and fuck concrete work, period.
Oh yeah.
I did just to know enough to know it sucked.
Oh, it sucks.
I was good at it, but I hated it.
The worst time for concrete is the summertime. Just you're being paged to hold up I don't know, some orange handle parang.
The bag light and the parang, yeah.
But my worst time I hated doing forms was the summertime.
Yeah, concrete work is right up there with roofing.
Yeah.
Right.
Ugh.
Now up here, I don't know about where you guys are, but up here, everybody's fucking. Oh, I need a metal roof. No, you don't. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, Mikey, did you ever get one of them concrete sores on your finger or your ankle or something?
God,
yeah. Yeah, that just keeps going deeper and deeper until you take a needle and dig the cement out of it.
Yeah. And then when you carried the forms, because you carried it as a key, you formed a knot right here.
Yeah.
And then as you got older, that's where you put it, and you didn't feel the pain anymore from. So my stupid jackass self decided the very first day he ever did forms, foundation forms. I mean, I've done forms with my dad, little footing forms, not house, not one for a house. Anyway, it's about 87 degrees when I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I bring like 2 T-shirts, a couple of gallons of water. We always go somewhere for lunch or whatever. First thing I do, 7:30, 7:30, 7:15 on the job site, is I take off my T-shirt. First of all, I'm young enough, and I wasn't as fat as I am right now. Well, all the guys that were on the job were there long. Obviously, I was a newbie, and they were there long before me, and they were teaching me a lesson. Nobody told me to put a T-shirt on, and
Whoops.
not that I need mummy up my ass or I need a mummy on my job site, but you learn the hard way. So I got burnt. And there was no, well, boss, listen, I got a sunburn yesterday. So, yeah, I won't be able to come in.
Yeah, I'm a little blistery.
I tied a T-shirt around my shoulder. Okay. And then carried the form that way. And then never took my T-shirt off for the rest of the entire fucking summer.
Yep.
Life lessons. Well, since the stream took place at Dishes Society.
Yeah, I showed up, learned my lesson one time when I was a kid. I showed up for hay baling.
Yep.
First cut with all the pickers and shit in it.
Oh,
And,
wow.
yeah, little short shorts and no shirt. Oh my God, I was ripped from one end to the other. Fucking pickers in my legs and no gloves either.
Oh, Lord.
Splinters under my fingernails. What a
Ouch.
day that was.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
Yeah, I think I made about $5. Ooh, big bucks.
Yeah.
I used to work for this builder. He actually got me the concrete. He actually put in a word for me for the guys doing the concrete work. Anyways, the builder I work with, the developer I work with, he would have me go out and they'd mark everything out, and then I'd go drop all the bales of hay. I'll just fucking take it by the strap. I'll be fine. The little twine, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. Yeah. Again, life lesson learned. I had gloves. I did all that. I didn't have the issues that Stevie had. Mikey went to, well, I don't even think Home Depot was invented then. But I went to some giant fucking hardware store that had everything you can think of. And I walked up looking for something. The other guy says to me, "What are you looking for?" I says, 2 hooks. He says, "Baling hay?" I went, "Yep." He says, "Right down here, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Thank you." I showed up the next morning. Here we go. Much better. Thank you. Oh, yeah. No, it's a bale of hay ain't like it's fucking 10 pounds. You can just.
No, I know. I've done the little hay baling thing. It's not fun.
Muscle guys and girls that are bodybuilders, yeah, they can toss around a bale of hay like it's a fucking,
Yeah, but can they do 150 of them all day long?
That, and I learned how when I was doing the hay. That's where I learned how to pick things up with a straight back and use your legs.
Sure.
But I'll tell you though, and then I drank water. I either drank water and or Gatorade. Yeah, after work I pounded 20 Budweisers, but while I was on the site it was either water or Gatorade.
Mm-hmm.
And but out the fucking cramps, my calves are on fire.
Yep, you think you're in great shape till you do something out of the ordinary, use different muscles, and it's like, oh.
What is that? Yep.
I used to go through that bow hunting every year. Get the bow out and start practicing with it.
And you get it right in the back of the shoulder blade?
Yeah, there's that muscle. There it is.
My brother and I were out in front of the cottage last year, and we were shooting his bow. And he goes, "You want to shoot?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I went like this, and I knew it was like, I think he has it set because he hunts with it, and I think mass is 100 pounds. So he probably had it 110, 105, whatever. And I'm
Damn.
like this. And I went, oh, yeah, that's right. I got to pull hard. And I went like this. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, the burn.
Oh, fuck. He said, what's my, I got a kink in my shoulder. He said, you don't have a kink. He said, that's a muscle you haven't touched in like forever. He said, that ain't no kink. He said, that's a muscle. There you go, Jay. What? It's amazing what I did, for work, and you never thought twice,
Right.
about what you were going to A do to your body.
I have to say though, I got pretty lucky with minor injuries and stuff due to construction.
Yeah.
Pretty lucky.
I kind of liked when I was doing the forms, the boss, Tommy, he, unfortunately, he's no longer with us, but he, what a great guy. And he'd say to me, hey, Otis. They used to call me Otis, right? Hey, Otis, what? You want to make some more money? I said, you want me to work Saturday, boss? He goes, no. I says, okay, well, how am I going to make more money? He says, if somebody put a chalk line around 3 foundations, do you think you can color inside the lines? I go, what are you talking about, boss? He goes, do you think you can tar a foundation as long as there's a chalk line? He says, can you make sure none of the targets above the chalk line? I says, yes, I can do that. He says, all right. He says, I'll give you $65 cash extra in your envelope, with your check. I says, okay. All the guys are pissed. Well, how come you're doing it? I said, didn't he ask you? They said, yeah. I go, well, why aren't you doing it? He goes, because I said no. Well, shame on you.
I said no, duh.
And then I used to crack the wires, Stevie. I used to crack the wires off.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they probably have a tool for that, but you know what I used to use? Piece of 1-inch gas pipe.
Oh.
And I go like this. But then the fun part was doing this. Launching those fuckers. Like lawn dart. Remember the lawn darts when we were kids?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I used to launch these things out of a fucking pipe.
The skull penetrators.
Yeah, really.
They were fun. Not for drinking people, though. Not if you're drinking, you're at a party or something. Stay away from them.
Right.
Fuck, we used to throw them over the garage and try
I
to
used to
hit
think they were
each other
footballs.
with them.
We take them. We'd aim it. So in between my mom's, where I grew up, and our next door neighbor, his side yard was there. And it's a decent sized side yard for the neighborhood that we had. And every night there'd be 5, 6, 7, 8 bats flying around his side yard.
Yeah.
We're out there. Now it's getting almost pitch black. You can still see the bats flying around, obviously. Oh, let's get the lawn darts out. And we're doing this. Thinking we're going to stick one. I looked at my neighbor and I went, dude, he goes, what? I go, is this good? He goes, what do you mean? I go, well, first of all, we've all had beers on us. I go, second of all, the fucking darts have to come down. Just saying.
Yeah, and they say they're trying population control nowadays. Hell, they used to give the weapons right to the children.
And we did too. We act like a bunch of big kids with those things.
You know what? If they would have been around a little bit longer, we would have invented some kind of crossbow to shoot them suckers out of.
Right.
Could you imagine?
Where you going? I'm going to hunt an elephant with a crossbow. Where you going?
Take off running.
I mean, those things had to be as big as my finger, right? The point, the
Yeah.
shaft.
They
I mean,
even
that
come
was
out-
some heavy duty shit.
Do you remember the safety version they come out with
I do not.
before?
Oh, wait.
They had
Is
like
that
a
with the
mushroom.
round?
Yeah, it had like a mushroom tip on it.
That's not the same now.
No, well then you just die from blunt force trauma.
I like when they stuck in the.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I think a problem arose from his concussion after the jarring.
Yeah, really.
He just froze up.
Little awkward.
Awkward.
God
There you
damn.
are. Yeah.
That hurt.
See, the tire hit me and look at that. Everything fell out.
Yeah.
Chasing the marbles, kid. And it's all Jay Watt's fault anyway. I say we blame Jay Watt.
Right.
Yeah, but half the fun of those lawn darts was sticking them to trees and shit. When they came out with the round ones, obviously you couldn't do that.
Right.
Yeah. You know, that's weird. I remember getting the lawn darts out, but I don't actually remember getting the hoop out to play the game with.
I don't either.
You know, they actually came with 2 hoops.
You're right.
Oh, we played horseshoes with them. Closest to the pin. What? It's a horseshoe now. It's just straight. Closest to the pin. Well, you can't get a ringer. No shit, idiot. Who cares?
We played see if you could stick them in the side of the garage.
Yeah, she did, Jay Watt. She hit me so hard the computer froze. That's how almost 16-year-old girls get.
Right.
Ask Dish, she'll tell you. She was a little terror. If you want to bless somebody, you bless Dish's mom.
Right.
Just saying. Well, think about it. First of all, she's got Dish.
Enough said.
Right.
Then she, Mom, what? I'm moving to Virginia, but I'll be back. Mom, I'm coming home. She comes home. I'm going back. I'm going to move to North Carolina now, though, Ma. In the meantime, Dish's poor mother's probably doing this. You know what I mean? What is this girl doing to me, right?
Want to know what she told me, and I should have listened.
You gotta feel bad for
I
Dish's
don't
mom.
like that girl, Dish. I should have listened to her.
Yeah, but she said that about me before she met me.
Moms know best. Moms know best.
Yes, she did too.
But how would you like to be a fly on that wall in that conversation? Mom, what? I'm moving again.
Yeah.
North Carolina.
The water wiggler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had enough pressure on your hose.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that thing that went like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whack.
Yeah, and I'll try to catch it.
You dizzy. You got you dizzy if you're a parent looking at it, going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, really.
I'll tell you what the most dangerous thing they invented. Fucking slip and slides. They don't tell you that your body won't slow down on it.
Right, yeah.
30-something years old and they got a slip and slide. Uncle Mike, you want to try it? Sure. And I was sober doing it. Hello, I'm not stopping. Hello, I'm going across the lawn. What's going on?
Run as fast as you can.
Dish's mom said that Jay Watt seemed like a nice young man.
Right.
First of all, I know that's a lie. Because you ain't young. You're old, Jay Watt. So, nice try.
She likes Stevie.
She likes Stevie. Do you know that Stevie? So let me ask you this: tomorrow, right? You ask your mother, Mom.
Mhm.
Stevie told Mikey's daughter to hit him. Daughter hit him. Do you still like Stevie now? Listen, I'm not a betting man, and I've never met Dish's mom. Okay, I'm not a betting man. I'm gonna put some money on this one. That Dish's mom says, "Well, that wasn't very nice." Something along those lines. May not be those exact words.
No, Ditch's mom likes me. She goes, well, she'll say something like, well, what did Mike do to cause this?
No, she won't. No, she won't. Let me tell you something. You don't want Dish's mom to meet me. First of all, I got way too many stories for her. Second of all, it's going to be Stevie who?
We're almost dating, Mike.
Oh, okay. Is that what you're calling it now? Dish doesn't like the seniors.
Yeah,
She
we
don't
were
want.
talking about going to bingo together.
She don't
Right.
want no. She don't want no little bluegill. She wants a nice big perch.
Tell him, Dish.
Tell him, Dish. I knew I was waiting.
Jay, why do I think we should make a T-shirt that says "Tell 'em, Dish"?
Oh, that'd be an awesome shirt.
Yeah, it would.
You know what used to scare the crap out of me? Remember when they came out with the roll-up plastic sleds
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
instead of a good run? I always imagine sliding on your belly down the hill at 90 miles an hour. And what happens if you go over a piece of glass or a sharp rock?
It cuts right open.
Yeah. Gutted like a tuna.
Right.
And then
Man, you ever
usually you go.
get hit with one of them things?
And then usually you go
Sideways?
ask her with Tico.
Ow.
The ones I loved were the aluminum flying saucers.
Oh, yeah. Totally out of control.
Oh my God. The stupidest, fastest fucking sled I've ever been on in my life. First of all, let's make a sauce fucking pan and take the knob off of it as a sled. The kids will love it. Yeah.
No
You
steering.
can't steer it. You sit and you pray to God that you don't start doing this on the way down.
You do. You always end up backwards.
And you pray to God you don't hit a tree.
Well, if you think about it, though, the old-fashioned runner sled, I mean, how safe can you get when you put a metal bar on the front of the fucking sled to ram into people with?
Right.
Right?
You ever get one of those in the ankle? Oh, my God.
Her
Plus,
mom
it's
likes-
cold outside. Metal. What if your lip stuck to it or something?
I've had my
Oh, your
hand
tongue.
stick to it.
Yeah.
I
Her
can't
mom
get
likes
off the
to-
sled.
Stump says her mom might stomp that butt, Mike. Moms love Steve. Excuse me. Let me explain something to you. Dish's mom is not going to like Steve after I talk to her. Fuck, for that matter, Dish's mom ain't going to like Dish after I talk to her.
Well, another reason me and Dish
After
need to jack
meeting Mikey, Dish's mom's going to ask her, why does he keep calling me a MILF? What is wrong with you?
up.
Mikey must have hit a few trees. I did a couple of times. The green machine story. I didn't have a green machine.
No green machine.
Yeah, that was past.
We had
time.
regular big wheels, and my dad used to work nights. So like mid-April to May, June, whatever, right before we went up north. Every kid in the neighborhood and there was a shit ton of kids in the neighborhood. Pretty much every kid in the neighborhood had a big wheel. Click, all my old man here was click, 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 all the fucking, right? Finally, couldn't take it anymore. Yells for us. We all go to my house. He's all right. Everybody off the big wheels. Gets off the big wheels. Stops with mine first. Gets his knife out. Goes to the next one. He caught every fucking click, 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 click thing off every fucking big wheel in the neighborhood. Now, today he'd probably get shot, beat up, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Attempted anyways, right? Or the cops get called.
Sued, taken to
Nope,
court.
not my father. Sunday rolls around. Of course, he doesn't have to go to work. Sunday rolls around, and all the neighbors are coming to the house. Hey, thank you for taking the fucking clicker out of the big wheel. Much appreciated. That was the best thing. Oh, my God. He'd be in jail 10 times over
Oh
for
yeah.
the shit he's done. Like, we had a station wagon. He'd fill that thing full of kids, no seatbelts, no nothing. We'd go to the zoo.
Back window wide open.
We'd go to the hatchery. We go, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because my dad was the dad that, took every, you know what I'm saying? Took all the kids, fixed all the bikes in the neighborhood. But I think of some of the shit and some of the things that he had said to them, Well, I don't want, like, we would destroy something. And so I'll there the next day fixing it. Because that's what you did. You destroyed something. You had to go fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And one kid in the neighborhood, you know what, Mr. DeLucia? I really don't feel like doing this. My father looked right at him. He goes, you know what? I don't care what you feel like. You're going to do it. Or you're no longer hanging out around here. You're no longer, and he went down the list. And the kid would go home. He did it. And the kid would go home sniffling to his mother. Mr. DeLucia yelled at me. I'm like, how the hell old are you? 2?
Well, the neighborhood I grew up in when I was really young, you couldn't get away with shit because a neighbor kid's mom caught you, she'd beat your ass, and then call your mom on the phone.
And then then you get home and you're like, hey mom, Mrs. Jones hit me because so hang on a minute. Crack. That's for doing something stupid. Oh, by the way, I'm not done yet. Crack. That's for having Mrs. Jones hit you. Oh, by the way, hang on a second. Crack. Now you can go to your room.
Yeah. That's what you get for embarrassing me over in the neighbor's yard.
Yep. That's how things used to happen. Splitter or eater? Oh. And you guys think Stevie watches too much X Hamster? I think Stevie's got somebody that want to run for his money. All right, listen. It's 12:20, almost 5.
Damn.
I'm not going to be here next week, huh? I'll tell you that right now. Yeah. I'll do one on Sunday night for the summer, and then I'll go back to Fridays after the summer. But I'll do my best. If I can get if I can get a Saturday when the wifey ain't there, I'll see what I can do to sneak on yours if you have one.
Right on. And just wander off to have an hour-long smoke.
So guys, we're gonna get out of here. I want to thank you, everybody. Well, first and foremost, thank the panel guys and beautiful young leader that came on with us. But you guys, thanks for being out here in the comment section. Much appreciated.
Night, everybody.
Looking forward to Dish's Monday Night Mayhem stream. That'll be cool. I wouldn't mind seeing that, Jay Watterson.
Monday Night Mayhem.
Yeah, bring back Monday Night Nitro with Dish. But listen, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks a million for being here, and we'll see you probably next Sunday night.
Cool
We're
beans.
out.
How about Saturday?
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Stevie
wait a
might
minute.
do it. Stevie might do a chat on Saturday. So, what am I waiting for? Oh
Hey,
man,
Winging
I'm
It, Tracy.
sorry. Oh, you were working in the shop listening. Good. Why am I waiting?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You said wait. Peace.